Know that I want your body. Looking at you, you saw me. Everyone around you copies.
Yeah, this should be interesting. I looked a little bit at Omen Dynasty's first match, and I know it went well for them. They won like 13-5.
Oh, nice.
So they're off to a good start. And for the F1lthy Puggers, they had a close double overtime game that they lost.
Oh, wow. So obviously we don't have much to go off of. It's only one game in here, and Rift is showing that Omen Esports has a pretty solid CT. They're not over-rotating so far against what is a very strange pistol play for Dust too. I mean, usually these slow plays end up making it look like a lurk pretty quickly.
Yeah, it seemed weird to play that passive tons for sure.
And they're still passive in tons.
I guess they're waiting for the long player to yeah, they're waiting for that smoke to go up.
Because that'll definitely do something.
Yeah, this doesn't give a lot of confidence, that's for sure. I think
at this point, like, oh wow,
mid.
actually, Rift going down there means that like XSCV can't rotate, but like that's kind of it. Like they are not rotating anyone else. They've said if you're faking A site this way, go for it. And yeah, they get the kill and they're already rotating.
Yeah, definitely strange for F1lthy to take so long to actually come out and fight here, but it's up to JK and he only gets one in the site. Ooh. Down to a quick 1v1. Messi gets closed out.
I mean, yeah, from how just poor the Puggers strat was for that round, that was way closer than it had any right to be. I mean, Omen had the clear advantage going forward. They actually won the first kill, and they just maintained that with their trades the entire time. But that could have very easily caused problems, but they just, as much as they were put into ugly duels, they maintained it well enough.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Rift has the same success this game as the last game. Rift did very good in the last game for Omen. Had like 25 kills. I think if Rift can deliver that impact again, then Omen are surely going to be looking good.
Yeah, it's definitely a decent possibility here. We see F1lthy Puggers going for a kind of forced pistol, and they are getting tagged up for it, but obviously these Deagles can't always get a kill out of nowhere. Going through, they do have some aggression on Cat. One spec is going to go down here in a second, obviously due to the pistols running through, but one from Moss carried over and a molly to hold them back, and they're still not going to be in a great spot here.
I love that.
I mean, yeah, you have an MP9. You have a really good weapon for going for these, especially when you know you're not going up against any armor. Now it's all onto Not Aware. Has the Moss able to pick up one with the Deagle spam, but at 3 HP, I'm still confident in this. I mean, no util means there's no way of getting an unfair duel.
Yeah, playing together here, I mean, it should be pretty simple to trade each other out. Yep. No trade even needed.
I mean, a shot of the MP9 through the wall was enough to decide that one.
I guess
and
the plant here guarantees the opportunity, at least, for an op on the T side. Whether or not they take that, I guess we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
It's Dust 2, so I would assume they're interested in one, but their buy seems to indicate otherwise. A scout? This doesn't make sense to me. Hold on, I'm not crazy, right?
That is a scout on their buy round. I think it's because Dummin wanted to buy for someone who had no eco, because it's not like they have particularly more belt.
They have one outlawed already. What is going on? This is a crazy fight.
Yeah.
Trades immediately.
They're somehow at the advantage in HP, but I don't think they're going to be playing off of it. I mean, they don't feel like playing off of it at all. Damn.
And it looks like F1lthy Puggers do seem to have the right idea here. They know they have the B site on these picks.
Yeah, they're going to be heading in here. XSV and
so quickly. So oh, okay, I see what happened now. So a CT pushed up mid, and one of the other players took an engagement at long that got traded out. Okay.
Yeah. And now they're in a tough retake here. XSV is going to be losing the disadvantage duel, trying to lurk up through tons. I mean, he really had no choice there. And Terex is just trying to get sniped at this point, and he's not going to be able to really pull that off. He's going to be able to get away because, of course, you do have the escape cat now. But
Love those boxes.
yes, absolute best addition to the game so far.
This is still a really hard save. It's gonna take some caution here for sure.
I mean, they aren't checking for it partially, but yeah, now he just gets the crouching. Unfortunately, not able to pick up the headshot there.
Yeah, that's gonna suck a little bit here, because they're stuck on a force buy for sure with how their eco is.
I mean, ESEA can afford a rifle, as can JK with FAMAS, which means Spec, Rift, and Terex, practice your deke. Have some fun.
Wait, hold on. Are they serious? Okay, no, they did buy an AK. I was like, there's no way they just keep the Tech 9. That would be so cool for $4,000.
I mean, this is Maine. You are allowed to control. You're also allowed to get
crazy
sprayed out
pick there, by the way. What just smoke spam. Crazy damage on that.
Yeah. JK might get a kill here, and Tons.
aware.
He is not expected at all. I mean, flashing out, and JK's still sitting. He might get a pick here in a second, and Tons. And he's able to pick it off with a 5-7. Okay, I have lost all respect for JK. He plays Doom. Oh, Eric's able to pick up a quick pick as well, and JK's going to get more damage. It's still a 2-on-3, but there is some fear in this round here.
They gotta send that bomb across.
No, bomb went through from Cat. It's not on not aware.
I see.
Yeah, the yellow is bomb, not the orange.
I'm used to it being the other way around. The darker colors the bomb.
Yeah, one of the weird things with the HUD, but it's fine. And
Yeah,
Omen once
JK just
again.
trying to save this.
CT Eco, you had your weird force round, and you try and keep it. Try and get past the angle when the spray starts, but unfortunately, AKs also slow you down. Failing's going to pick up their first kill, and it's going to be 2-2.
I see the idea from Omen in that round. They're really trying to play these effective and aggressive trades, and they were in the right positions there, I think. Filthy Puggers just hit some really nice shots there that gave them the edge, I think.
I mean, yeah, really it came down to just getting 1 or 2 kills outside of what Omen was predicting as really even just being a possibility.
Oh, and they're not showing themselves. Gets 2.
Really nice pickup for them. Now they're actually on the man advantage. They're going to try and take the AKs and back out.
Okay, that could have gotten dangerous. That was the bomb alone.
Yeah,
if they aggroed that and traded it out, that would have been very bad. I mean, even with no kit, I would have to say this is actually a pretty good retake.
I mean, you have man advantage. You have plenty of time to reconvene, and they're not going to have any smokes to hold while they're sitting on his, like, a molly. Bomb's going to be mollied out. It's going to go down, but they're going to win the first duel off of that. And now it's a free 2v2. AK on AK. And Dunman's known, but he's able to get the double kill to save the round there.
Wow, that's... I wonder if from Dumbman's POV if they were lined up or if that was just a good spray transfer. But either way, that was a crazy round. That was a very close retake, super hectic. I honestly love that. And it keeps the pressure on Filthy Puggers. And now we're going to see this op into play.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see. I mean, it's going to be op mid versus actually just an AK spotting mid, not going to see anything.
Is this the first op that's out?
It is, actually.
Round 6. Yeah, it's only been scouts. Just going straight out B.
Yes,
Rift,
Swift
no
caught off
support,
by
no
the flashes. And this low kill round is just going to bite Omen a little bit here, and they're going to quickly call it off, and it's going to be 2-4.
Yeah, that was really a weird round. Like, I guess Turk just wasn't quite ready for that duel to be so aggressive at B, I guess. And Rift just committed to that, and wasn't ready for the pressure of the entire T side, I guess.
I mean, 5 players rushing in quickly off of the first kill and just having flashes to go in with was enough to make sure the op can't get a stable shot off. And if you can't get your first kill quickly with an op, you don't have any space that you've really pushed out to maintain. And that's just going to decide it.
A little confusing, but hopefully,
And he's able to get the AK.
XSV got hard cleared, but luckily they got the better of him.
I mean, hard cleared, but when you're trying to just jiggle and not really thinking someone is going to be there with the amount of time left, and that can actually leave you with a disadvantage.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Not Aware is leading the scoreboard of the game, 10-4.
Do you think they're aware of how many kills they have?
Maybe. Ooh. I actually think this is a good call.
First flash, unfortunately, hits both sides.
I'm not sure that's going to be enough here. Omen showed a lot of promise with their defense, but personally, I think it's pretty brutal being stuck on these CT sides where you're retaking B. It is not that much fun.
Yeah, I mean, F1lthy Puggers hasn't actually shown a lot of ability to do much in A, so I really would actually like to see them drop it down to a 2-player set and put another player, just because these retakes are, I mean, you're trying to run through a smoke that can be sprayed because there's only one direction you can move in it.
Yeah.
And it's really going to force you into a bad spot.
Yeah, and I mean, look at this B spawn again. I mean, that's a crazy B spawn. I wouldn't be surprised if they try for this again.
Yeah.
That is such a B-heavy spawn. They just defaulting it?
Yeah, it looks like they've decided they've gone B enough times. If there's any amount of...
Is this fake? They're throwing the door smoke. Yeah, they threw the fast doors.
Oh, yeah. They are trying to fake off of it, but... I mean, at this point, it's already known that it's not a rush. If Omen plays off of it the same way they did their pistol round, which it looks like they're just not going to trust util only.
Ooh, wait,
ever.
I like this for Omen. This is a good setup. They're in the right spots, but...
Yeah.
Are they gonna disrespect them?
Yeah, at this point, though, both tap players' positions are known, so... F1lthy Puggers is going to be able to force Turkus off, and now they're going to try and go through CT mid. Both swap the guns, keeping the good gun up on Cat. Yeah, they're going to try and push through CT mid around the smoke.
The thing that I'm curious about, F1lthy Puggers, I was hoping they would go back towards Cat, but only the dink. At least F1lthy Puggers in kind of a prime position to do this example.
It is... Oh! Tech9 able to pick up a quick one.
Rift is in such a tough spot back plat.
I mean, just trying to lock angles out, forced out by the molly, able to pick up the kill in time, and now worrying about both doors. Tons has to check both ways, but Della is going to be caught out. Unfortunately, has to make no noise, and that means the op can get the ideal peak for themselves. Rift picking up a 3K to save the round.
Yeah, Rift was left in a scary spot but held it down. I mean, that round definitely would not have been won without Rift there. That op definitely was a difference maker. Yeah,
going through reducing, Not Aware going onto the op this time. I don't remember if they're the offer for F1lthy Puggers, but
Oh, I think Dell's gonna take this spawn out long. We're gonna get a chance for this head-to-head, I think.
And Rift actually gets the kill off the flash, just using the timing there, and F1lthy Puggers has an op and a scout. What do you feel about this?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm not gonna lie, their buys are definitely a little bizarre. I'm not sure why they're doing the buys the way they are.
Do they think that...
They have a player with 5,000 and they had a scout, so I'm not fully convinced that they're with it.
Yeah, I think Dumman just really likes the movement speed. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, I guess. Improved Eagle.
It's a deal with a scope. I don't. What is that molly for? It doesn't molly up either of the places CTs play.
Yeah, they messed it up. I think the molly's supposed to be a little bit deeper.
Gotcha.
And then the idea is it burns out Ts that are on that plat on the ledge, hiding.
All right, same smoke setup, and I thought
That was strange interaction.
Spec was going to be able to do something there, but he jumped even more into the open. It's gonna be a 3-on-4.
Spec was just caught in a really weird transition there. I'm honestly not too sure what the comms would have been there from Omen, but I'm sort of curious because Spec just seemed pretty helpless there, which is not fun at all.
I mean, he seemed pretty certain that they weren't out CT mid already.
Yeah.
Just from how he was doing the jump out, but his immediate next behavior, let me try and hold wide and open against an op, is definitely questionable.
Now Rift is going for some exits here.
Yeah. First shot missing there means he is going to need to bail out and just hold top mid. He knows there's going to be an attempt on his life here. Fortunately, just managed to hit the body through the wall. Got the repeat, but really nice clear there from Artney.
Artney?
Artney.
Yeah, this has been a wild game all over. I wouldn't be surprised if Dumbman buys another scout at this point.
He has 4,100.
Omen, I'm sure
No.
not buying.
He could still choose the scout. He had the AK for a second, but he got rid of it. There it
I
is.
think some of them, yeah, another scout. That's wild to me. Wait, does Dell really only have a Glock? Is that a mistake?
Looks like he dropped his AK to
okay.
the ground for a second.
Okay. I think Omen has really interested on these low buy rounds, so I'm curious to see what they can pull off here.
Yeah.
And I do like this angle that Turk's playing on site right now. I think this might fare a little bit.
Another play to try and get through the smokes. Turk is pushed off because of the util, but able to get back
just
into
good smoke timing.
back, and now F1lthy Puggers is forced into what I would consider actually a really bad
What's going on
spot.
by long?
Rift pushed through with the deagle,
Good
and
clear
now he
from
has
Artney,
a
but
scout as well, which I guess is the best weapon for them to lose to neglect. I thought that was gonna hit, but no, not aware is still in. He missed the and XSB is able to get out. It's a
crazy to
5-on-2.
stick around that long with that health.
Yeah, I mean it's a 5-on-2, and F1lthy Puggers has to be asking themselves, what lost us this round? Because it definitely wasn't Dummin. As much as I want to say it was.
Yeah,
his loss was
definitely
not the one
just
that did it.
a very lost round from F1lthy Puggers. I mean, they clearly had the intention of B-execing, but one CT smoke just locked them
Wait,
out of
Spec's
it.
gonna get a kill here. Wait, no! No, they caught each other off guard!
That's so unfortunate. And with Dell finding that pick, this round gets a little weird, but
I mean,
surely
yeah,
with the bomb down,
surely.
it's a little close and a little scary, but JK closes it out.
The 5-7. Do the bullets go where the crosshair goes?
You
That's
would
my
think
question.
so, but no.
They go with the outline of your opponent. I know.
Yeah, I mean, this has definitely been a very scrappy, a very puggy Dust 2 on this first half. I mean, see, the problem is, F1lthy Puggers, they just feel a little bit one-dimensional now, because sure, B has been working, but I feel like now they're looking a little silly for just hitting B over and over and over again. Like, I don't know, I'm not confident this is going to go well for them.
Yeah. I mean, they're decidedly caught out right now and just waiting, and delayed executes have been useful in the past, but it's not really looking like it's going to work out for them. I mean, they're down a lot of util, so even if they do take B, they're going to be low afterwards, and as much as Omen's running low,
Unless they reset it into a fast cat, I don't feel like this is going to.
Yeah, I mean,
Rift gets
Rift,
really big.
really nice first pick. Molly is going to hurt their ability to look at it even harder. Knows there's only 2 left to fight. Trying to split the duels off, but going to be caught out, obviously.
Oh wait. Phalanx finds the pick onto Spec, and now this is a kind of awkward 2v2.
I mean, yeah, but those smokes are fading, so window is entirely open, and it's actually not even being watched right now.
Yeah, there's definitely opportunity here, but it's going to be difficult. Surely these flashes are going to be coming over window soon here. Or are they just going to trade it out?
It's like they're thinking about trading it out, or
waiting out the smoke.
I mean, surely not. I guess they are, yeah. Trading it out, gets the double, and plenty of time left, and that's, yeah.
A well-played 2v2 to recover that round. Yeah, I mean, that got a little scary for a moment, but I think that Omen from the outset there had a pretty confident grip on the round. They knew what was happening, and other than some good trades from the T side, they had that.
Yeah, and Filthy Puggers are gonna have no eco here at the very end, and Dummin, I guess it's not a bad idea if it's all you can afford.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough.
I don't want to make a prediction for this round, but I think the Scout is their best weapon.
Yeah.
Because I don't think ESEA is in a good spot for the AK at all here. I mean, just the fact that you have to have someone around to try and pick it up off your corpse is never going to mean you have the flexibility to play how you want.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're going to try for a mid to B here, I'm assuming, but yeah, with another pick from Rift, it's looking increasingly.
Yeah, and now they have a pick from top mid, Rift getting you from that side, and it's all into Phalanx and lower here. Yeah.
Great clear from JK, and yeah, 6-6 half.
It wasn't looking like it was going to be 6-6 from the outset, but it definitely swung that way.
Yeah, it was pretty scrappy. It was a little sketchy. Yeah, I'm really curious how this is going to look now with the side swap. Swapped?
Yeah, I mean, I do expect Omen to have a better pistol round than Filthy Puggers' setup, just because sending 5 players one way is a better setup. They immediately send players in 2 different directions, so I'm nervous. You have the ability to make a worse setup now. Looks like they're playing 5 players to get mid, so they are playing 5 players towards one objective again. They have gotten the one advantage blocks can get.
Okay, no. So Filthy Puggers are just going to play A all the way back, and they're not going to try and get any forward information on Cat. That might actually end up being a problem for them, because I don't know if they're going to get this information quick enough.
They hear the flash, and they are expecting it already, so they do have some level of advantage.
Goes down, not aware with 2.
Yeah, and last player's not known. They're gonna wait a second, find out where Dumbman is, and Spec's able to pick it up.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, yeah, 5-on-3, even if you're a little bit behind on the trades, if you can overwhelm the USPs, they will need to reload eventually, and if you can just move weird so they don't get the headshot.
It's just, I think with how Dust2 plays right now, it's just really risky to let them get that far up Cat on pistol with no info, because like we saw there, you just get popped, and even if you have 3 there, you're getting 5-on-3'd, and it's just not good for you. Yeah,
absolutely. And going through here, we're going to be seeing an attempt at an A-pop through long with a little bit of defaulting on it.
Push.
Yeah, and looks like it's going to get caught out. Yep. Going through. That's maybe going to force rotates. Doesn't look like it. But the CPs are forced to push forward on long. They're forced to get information, and Molly's going to catch that car. He's going to out. A-site is already known, and now it's all into Dummin to try and get the pickup onto Spec. He does know which side to look, but I mean,
Yeah.
What are you saving,
what to
bud?
do.
What are you saving,
to
bud?
do.
Are you saving the armor you don't have or the gun you don't have? Because there's nothing to
Yeah,
pick
and
up off
Omen
the
are
ground.
hunting regardless.
Yeah. I mean, you have nothing to save. They have everything to swing you for.
Yeah, I mean, I like that round from Omen, though. It's a good statement. It's basically just, listen, if you want to catch us on that round, you're going to need to be more coordinated. You're going to have to try. You can't just run into tons with the USP and expect to be having success.
I mean, I hate to say that, like, the team names are very indicative of the team play, but the Filthy Puggers feel like 5 players who are good at the game. Owen feels like players who got into main by working out and figuring out how to play off of each other and play really good coordinated team CS.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it almost makes me wonder if they do have a sub on Filthy Puggers or something. Yeah, they just seem like they're lacking that little bit of edge that I think Omen have right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Turkus,
yes.
do you remember the lineup? Good, thank you. You started aiming complete.
Not it.
That
was a missmoke, and
it's yeah. Never mind. My question is absolutely.
That's a problem too, because the CTs weren't set up for this, but that smoke kind of messes things up.
And now they're throwing on the fly CT, so they don't know where the hole is to watch. And it looks like actually Dell's maybe able to look over this as well. Yeah, there is a gap on the top. So this smoke is terrible for them. Dummin able to pick up the kill onto XSV, but I think this round comes down to a bad miss smoke. Molly onto mid side. They're going to try and catch out Dell, which they are able to do, but if Artney swings at the right time here, which looks like he is able to pick up both, so definitely a harsh round for Rift to try and save here. Has to stall for so much time, and that one's going to be picked up, and JK's position was apparently already known.
Trying to recover it into that cat hit, I definitely see it. I think that was probably their best choice at that point, but yeah, I mean, that missed smoke definitely botched the round, unfortunately. If that smoke landed, I think they would have had to be exact. Yeah,
one botched smoke means you have a wall to fight. I think the difference there is that's just meant to be a jump throw, right?
I could be wrong, but I think they were throwing too far to the left. I think you need to be further right.
Gotcha. I don't know the smoke at all, so I'm just trying to base it on what I've seen. Really good starter flashes. The molly prevents blue control, but it's pretty smoked, and going 1-for-1 there is absolutely massive. Rift able to pick up a second, and Dell picks up one more before getting traded out, so it's 3-on-2, Rift at 5 HP, so he might go down to some random spam here through the smoke, but instead it's going to be Spec picking it up, and Phalanx is on a slow flank.
I'm not going to lie, it's a minor nitpick, but I think Phalanx kind of played this a little wrong. I think they were in position to go back to that before they crossed sight there. And I actually think Omen wouldn't have been ready for that, given they had already killed 3, but...
I mean, they had already killed 3, they were ready to duel CT, clearly, but they were set up to duel CT right before the smoke pop. That's what they were setting up for. And so, yeah, Phalanx absolutely would have had an advantage to turn into at least a 2v3 rather than 2 1v3s.
And either way, regardless, just good trades from Omen, good utility from Omen to help get them out long.
Yeah, and I don't know the blast race. Is Rift gonna lift this? Alright, going all the way into pit still works. Cool.
Yeah, I think even when you reach, like, that long corner, I think you already take, like, single-digit damage. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you only have to be about that far.
I mean, you only take single-digit damage, but Rift was single-digit. That's why I was nervous.
Now, I'm really curious to see Omen try a fast B one of these rounds. I don't think it'll be this round, but...
Yeah, no, they're spreading out a bit more default, and so it doesn't look like this is going to be their fast B. It looks like they're...
Oh, wait.
Yeah, doing another 8 mid-control. I mean, that smoke making him back up and... Okay. Oh, Omen. Your mollies.
All of Tons is on fire.
I understand. You don't want someone sitting in Tons with Zeus.
3 mollies is maybe over.
When were you traumatized? How many games did you lose?
What playing Prem does.
I mean, actually, though.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I actually think that this setup from Filthy Puggers is good. I think they have the right read on this situation, so I think they're gonna be a bit of an obstacle here.
Yeah, I mean, one spec could absolutely call out Dummin's position here, but doesn't look like it's going to end up happening in a quick time because they are pushing towards Cat. Multiple flashes
Even with
through,
the
but
flashes, unfortunately that fight doesn't go good for Omen.
I mean, the flashes were just way too choreographed and way too long in the sky, so Dell could easily avoid them. They're going to be forced to go fast.
Good play from Dumman playing forward there.
Yeah, now he has just a timing on his lurk. Carrick's going to be able to pick up one kill. Spec watching for the right time, and it's all up to Phalanx to try and hold this round here. Being flanked from both sides, but JK is able to get the spray through, and now it's a 2v2. Bomb is already down on site. Not quite recoverable, but they are able to grab it safely with just a little bit of extra time. Bomb's down, and
Flashes on CT.
time for Filthy Puggers to try and get the retake.
Yeah,
Flash
Omen don't
is
need to get
in.
fancy, they just need to play trades.
That was clean. Both players were trying to take the other duel and the one that was presented to them. I don't know why that was how it panned out, but really good timing by Omen there to just peek out, pop them both at the same frame.
Well choreographed. And
They both dropped back in right after they got their kill too, so neither of them were expecting the other one to necessarily get the kill, and they were resetting before trying for another one.
Puggers keep getting scared off of this mid aggression. They looked like they were really getting ready to send 3 down mid, and then they just saw that smoke come and just turned around.
I mean, yeah, and also that duel at long really revealed the CT eco there. I mean, a long player trying to peek with a P250 tells everything,
Yeah.
right? You really don't do that if you have
they have
anyone.
all of tons. Hold on, this is weird.
I mean, they know it's A. That much is clear, but I mean, all of them have been caught out so far. Dummin's able to retrieve an AK, but the 1v4 is not something I'm ever going to predict towards the one.
Yeah, luckily Omen, they were just really ready for that timing. It didn't catch them off, so even though Filthy Puggers were quick on the flank, it was just a little too choreographed, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it did just come down very simply to, hey, they're on pistols, be ready. And then they were ready.
I agree. Looks like they're going for this long fight again. Last time it went well for them, so...
Yeah, I mean, they see the same util set, same delay take. Flash works on one, but people at long itself are actually held off by a CT Molly there, and that's going to win them the advantage very early on. Rift is going to try and nade for a quick peek, but unfortunately the smoke appeared just too much in front of him, but not so much that Not Aware couldn't see it, and it's going to be a 2-on-4. Make that even harder with that, frankly, just unfair spray down pickup, and Phalanx not revealing there after hearing the footsteps. This bomb is going to be planted, and then peek out's going to kill him. Yeah, that's just...
Yeah, I noticed, so there's the detail in that round, and the last long take on the gun round, is that molly behind blue. The last time that they had success, they had smoked that. And this time, I think they were caught off guard by it being thrown, actually. And you saw whoever it was going out, I think it was Turk, was forced forward and couldn't tuck back there to get safe.
There was that, as well as, like, the fact that they felt a need to try and fight on that smoke that they're sitting in, and that's never going to be a good position to be in.
Yeah, well, they had to do that to try and help whoever was already out and couldn't talk, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing for Omen, if they were in that position, is that is a cut your losses moment. Like,
yeah,
you tell your one, hey, fight for your life. Good luck. We can't send any support for you.
That smoke is going to be well timed from Filthy Puggers to try and keep Omen off of this take.
I mean, a good boost could actually catch out Artney here, but
straight up disrespect on the smoke. Trade it out by not aware.
I mean, but that also reveals where the Opper's playing as well, and Omen has a really good opportunity to just rotate through tons, honestly. But it looks like they're going to be delaying and execing A as a 4. I mean, it looks like they're going to use a smoke to push forward. So it's not like they're in a bad spot with it, but... Yeah, Molly lands directly in a smoke. Not aware was absolutely... Actually, he was definitely watching for it. He just wasn't ready for how aggressive it was.
Yeah, exactly.
And now JK's going to pick up a kill here. Yeah. I mean, Phalanx 1v4. What do you want to do? Answer,
yeah, this is tough.
Survive.
And I mean, you kind of even need to
yeah, but he doesn't have the, frankly, flexibility to move anywhere. Like, he knew Cat was an option. He knew CT was an option. He had one angle where he's currently protected. He can't sit in it for more than 5 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, it really feels like Omen are just putting the squeeze on Filthy Puggers right now, basically.
Yeah, Filthy Puggers is also forced to start buying out this round, so even if Omen loses a round, if they get 3 kills...
Not inspiring confidence with another scout, an MP9...
Look, no, Omen buying a scout is not a thing that doesn't inspire confidence. That's the thing that inspires, oh, they're still able to play the game. And yeah, that same multiple is off again, and this time they do cut the losses on this V because it is a fake, but I don't know if Filthy Puggers is playing aware of it. They're playing to spam, and they're playing.
Finally, but
I mean, I don't know if I'd call 113 adjusted.
Yeah, hold on. They need to be rotating one over. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, Phalanx is able to get one, and Dummin is trying to be fast on the flank. He's picked up a Famas somewhere. JK missing the molly.
A little bit too. Really unfortunate. What just happened with gets caught by not aware.
Yeah, it's a 2-on-2. Bomb is planted. A lurkout smoke is placed, and Dummin is trying to smoke to try and get through, but Tarek's just in the right spot for it, and not aware. You gotta become very aware very quickly if you want to win this with 20 seconds left.
No util. Tees are gonna trade this out, surely.
Gets the first, backs out, but I mean, JK's position is no. He gets it. Wait, he doesn't have kit.
Oh, this is gonna be.
This is within half a second. Did he get it just in time, or did he just miss it? And he gets it.
That is crazy. What a clutch from not aware. I mean, that was down to the wire with no kit. I thought for sure that was going to be locked in for Omen.
Yeah, but even with that round win, I mean, Filthy Puggers do not have better eco than they did last round, and that's...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they have this op here, which I guess is hopefully going to give them something active. I think that's the intention from not aware.
Yeah, I mean, not aware trying to go for a delayed check suicide, but Omen haven't revealed anything so far. Trying to spam through the door smoke, and nothing's really going to come of it. Nate to open it up, and Rift is just going to be checking. Nothing silly is happening with that. Dummin, the A4 gives tracers, bud. The A4 gives tracers. Double setup Cat, I think, is the best thing that Filthy has set up so far. So if a molly goes to... Or if Spec just blind peeks where the op is watching.
Yeah, this is kind of a weird round from Omen right now. It just feels a little bit directionless.
I mean, it feels like they were...
have just been fighting it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Omen just expected Filthy Puggers to be playing something strange with low eco, and the fact that they had rifles meant they wanted to go for a setup play.
Oh, not aware's positioned well here with the op to stop this, but
yeah,
I guess we'll see if that ends up being important.
I mean, 3v5, this could be the eco recovery that Filthy Puggers needs to stay in this. Dummies trying to.
Awkward for Omen to lose this one. Their eco's
Yeah.
gonna be pretty tight.
Now it's Rift in a 1v4. I don't even know what his goal is in this round because saving isn't really effective, and yeah, just going to go down there. Not
Now that is
really-
awkward because unless they have a strat up their sleeve here, Filthy Puggers are pretty likely to be getting 11, and we might see an overtime.
I mean,
This is gonna be close.
Omen does have another buy. They do have a shot on a fair round. They just have this one kind of eco, kind of force.
Looks like really just investing in flashbangs.
Flashbangs, a little bit of upgrade pistols, and
Yep.
a
Getting ready
BXQ.
for beat.
Seems like they've already decided not to do something fast, just because all the initial util is going to be in their way. There's a timing here where they could just lurk through CT mid, but that's closing here as well. Just
Yeah, I think they got the right idea.
yeah. I mean, going on the right time, rush in. They've identified the op and the rifle on site. Kind of ignore the op while you go in. The rifle's the one that can drop more people quickly. And they got two through the round.
But
Unfortunately, the Glocks running through weren't able to get too much.
well, despite the edge Omen have maintained throughout regulation here, they find themselves onto the final round.
Yeah. It is going to be a quote-unquote even buy. I mean,
The biggest
Omen-
difference here is there's no op for Rift.
yeah, no op for Rift, but I honestly don't see that as a huge disadvantage, especially when they're going to be
wait.
seeing nothing long, actually. And Dell is the one who has to hold them back. That's really not a good position to be in, so is Filthy
There
Puggers
is-
going to be able to rotate back in?
There is a problem, though. They had to burn so much utility because they were conditioned off of that util that, yeah, see, it's so choreographed, they already pulled both the cap players over, and they're just gambling now. They cleared out tons, so they know it's almost certainly long.
Yeah, I mean, they have Phalanx watching mid, but Notaware is able to try and play off on, able to pick up two, but they are able to secure the advantage off of that, even though it was
That's-
choreographed. The fact that Filthy Puggers didn't fully gamble this tack means that they aren't going to try and stop it off.
Oh yeah, and XSV gets that nice find on the long player, and now
Phalanx
is just left in a tough 1v3 here.
He has pulled off a clutch before. If he can do it again,
It's gonna be a hard ask with a player all the way in the pit. Player right here, player on site.
Yeah. that smoke forced such a harsh crossfire with no real space to move around, and it's going to be a bit of a narrow round for Omen Esports. Definitely a bit of a disadvantage in terms of just raw difference on the top frags. I mean, Rift at 23 versus 28, but overall just the difference in coordination and team play pulled them off so much better.
I guess it would be appropriate to say death by 1,000 cuts, right? I mean, Omen really just, they went in there, their team play was just that little bit better in most rounds, their trades were just that little bit more on point.
Yeah.
And yeah, their reads were pretty fantastic.
Yeah, they definitely had the advantage on strats, and a few of the rounds they lost felt like they were robbed. Well, Filthy Puggers didn't really have that difference where it felt like they lost rounds that they couldn't really do. So overall,
Yeah, I mean, obviously they had clutches to keep them in it, but was not quite enough, unfortunately.
yeah. With that, we're going to be calling it here. I've been Firehawk, of course, joined by the lovely Expo. Say hi, Expo.
Hi.
And running, observing, and production, as always, we have Anonymous. We love him. He's great. And he's the one who brings this all to you all. Take care and have a good night.
Bye.